All right, y'all, what's up, it's Saturday morning, and me and Bobby are going over here to do some brush cutting, raise a little hell, and make a grand. So yeah, let's go on and get some more money with Bobby. I want to show y'all, I got some new shoes, boots, whatever you want to call them. These are nice. They're Keens, and they're real lightweight. Eddie H turned me on to these right here, y'all. So they're not cheap, but they're not that expensive either. I don't remember exactly what I paid for these. I just got them the other day. Maybe 140 bucks, 130 bucks, something like that. But yeah, they're really nice, man. And we're gonna be wearing them today, checking out the scene, y'all. So what I'm gonna be doing today is I'm gonna be working over there at the bamboo site. Anthony's gonna work a little bit too with the bicycle handle brush cutter. We're gonna clear out a little area. We have a goal, so I like working with goals and not just, you know, all over the place. So we're gonna clear out this area. I'll try to get some video with the GoPro and the 4K. If the GoPro will work, half time it works, half time it don't. I hate the GoPro. Yeah, so it is what it is, man. We're gonna, as long as we're earning, we don't really care. We need to be earning every single day. The grind is real, all the way until it freaking rains, or I get it. All the way until it rains, or I get another skid steer. Whichever comes first, man. If it don't rain for the next 90 days, then I'll be working every day for the next 90 days. The grind, y'all, the grind. One of those times that not being able to fuel the Bobcat from the side is gonna be an issue. I couldn't fuel it on the way home because I had attachments. I'm not gonna be able to fuel it on the way to the job because I got attachments. So just another, so I'm gonna have to, so the way it's gonna go down is I'm gonna have to go to the job, drop the damn attachments, and then go get fuel in the Bobcat. All because they won't put a side port fuel tank on machines. It's a minimal engineering issue for the engineers. It's a major issue if you're a guy like me trying to make money. I know, go buy a fuel tank, put it on the back of your truck, and have all that, another, you know, $1,500 expense or whatever, $1,000 expense. I know you can get them cheaper, but by the time you get it, you're gonna be $1,000 at least, man. So for a good one that'll hold enough fuel to where it makes sense, it's got a good pump, a good damn, you know, yeah, man, I ain't doing that. Anyway, I gotta hook up, man. Okay, y'all. So I got the Bobcat on here. I had to load it an oddball way just so I could put fuel in it. It's really low. So so what I did, I couldn't bring the flat bucket. So what I did is I put the grapple bucket on, and I positioned the grapple bucket above the brush cutter. So if I were going real far, I wouldn't be able to do this. But I'm only going about 4 miles from here. So, but I gotta have fuel, got to. There ain't no way around that. So, yeah, y'all. I mean, it is what it is, man. Well, I'm gonna make sure with the next one I get, the life investment, it'd probably be the, you know, another Bobcat or another skid steer will be probably the single biggest, you know, purchase other than my house. Probably that I'll make in my life. Now, you never know, you know, you could fall into a lot of work, you know, right contact, you know, the right place at the right time. You might be able to, you know, get a lot of work, you know, with the new machine, and be able to buy a couple more. That's how all these big outfits started out. They didn't start out as big outfits, but if I was 35, then it'd be different. Like, I don't know if you guys watch, I think it's Nickens Landscape or whatever. Now that guy, I think it's two twin brothers, I think. But those guys are young, smart, and they have the equipment, you know, and they're only like 30, you know. So those guys are going to be very well off, you know, in life, period. They're probably already doing really good. They're not, I mean, they got a lot of subscribers on YouTube, but they don't put a video out very often. I know why, because they're busy. So y'all go check them out, man. That's a pretty cool channel, man. And they went from lawn care to skid steer work to mini excavator stuff. I mean, they do a lot of stuff, man. So on the mower yesterday, so the mower did start surging again, and then it stopped, and then it started, then it stopped, and then it started. And every time it's surging, I look down at the fuel filter, and it's simply not getting fuel. Now, a lot of guys are coming to comments and says coil pack, you know. I'm not a mechanic, so I don't really understand, you know. It doesn't look like there's enough vacuum to pull fuel all the time, or there's something that is getting in the way of the fuel getting to the fuel filter. Because when the fuel filter's low, it starts surging. So after we got home yesterday, you know, I took the machine off the trailer, I put it in the garage, and you know, I bought the fuel line and everything, and it just sat in the garage for a few hours until it started cooling down, you know. So last night, I went out there, you know, about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I went out there, and it went from, you know, surging earlier to where when I went out there and looked at it, the fuel filter was full of fuel, and it was just sitting. I don't know how fuel gets. I don't know. It's like it just can't seem to be getting fuel. Everything else is the same. So I talked to the mechanic over there, and they were, you know, real cool about everything, of course. So, you know, I can work with that. But still, he did not even mention one word about a coil pack. I mean, and I don't know, dude. I guess it could be. I guess it could be. I mean, I don't know, man. But, you know, a lot of times when you take your machine to the shop, not all the time, but a lot of times when you take it to the dealer or whatever, their mechanics don't know any more than what, you know, somebody like me would know. You know, they figure things out, and they're you know, devoted to that job, but they don't, at the end of the day, most of the time their technical skills aren't much more than mine. You know, for them not to be able to figure out, you know, what's going on with this machine kind of really baffles me. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go through the machine real quick. I'm gonna put a little oil in it, put a little hydraulic fluid in it, grease everything, and put some coolant in it too. I got a gallon of coolant. So we're gonna put the machine in the best scenario to make money over here. I hope nothing happens with it. I hope, you know, I'm not worried about it catching on fire or nothing, but there's nothing to burn in there. The only way it would catch on fire is if a hydraulic line busted. There are things on these machines that'll break that you never even think about. But it doesn't have a drip. It's not dripping nothing nowhere. So 90 in fuel, it was still $5.50 a gallon, man. Even for the off-road, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all, so what we're doing here is we're going to clear this area right here to where we can see the field from the house here. all this in front of me you see, I don't know how good y'all can see it, but that's kind of what we're gonna be doing. We're over here, me and Anthony, and the owner wanted me to remove a dog house out of the pen, and I'll show y'all that down there where we're working at. But what happened, it's always something that never ends. So what happened was we were picking up the dog pen, and I was turning the machine, and it ripped up the internet line. The internet line is like, and I'll put an image up here. The internet line was like that deep, y'all, and it severed the internet line. So they don't have internet now, and I ain't even really got started good. I ain't even had the brush cutter on yet. I was just getting the bigger stuff out of the way. So yeah, I'm gonna look up splicing and see maybe I can send Anthony up to Home Depot to buy a splice kit or something. I don't know. And me and the owner had a conversation last night about the internet line, and I told him, because he didn't really know, I told him, I said, it's not very deep, I know that, because the machine ran over it about 3 months ago at another section, and it was only like, you know, that deep. And so then the owner said, well, if you rip into it, then you rip into it, you know, we'll figure it out after that. But you know, from a contractor standpoint, I don't like to do things like that. He's not mad or upset or anything, but he's, you know, well, he don't want to lose his internet connection, and it's lost right now. A good thing he's not here. And you know, it's, you know, so sometimes when you get on jobs, you got to be wary of things beforehand, and like I was last night, because I knew that he was wanting me to work in an area where that internet line is buried. And yeah, of all of a million square foot of area, and we hit the internet line. I mean, been here 25 minutes. So yeah, all right, y'all. Man, so here it is, y'all. Look how deep it is, man. I got to show y'all. That's how deep it is, y'all. Look at that. It's not even up to there, man. And Painter, he was like, I told Brett he needs to bury it. It's not been buried. So I'm gonna put y'all on, I'm gonna find a place to hang y'all, put y'all on time lapse somewhere, and y'all can kind of just see. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in here, and Anthony, the only thing I'm gonna want you to do in here really is, well, let me get in here and get the machine going, so if there's any critters, yeah, they'll get gone before you step in there, and then you'll be able to get up against the fence. And like with this stuff growing on the fence, that's not poison ivy. That's not poison ivy.
Like those right there.
Yeah, so what I would do with the brush cutter is I'd cut the bottom of that crap, like you did. Good job. I mean, this is just unsatisfactory, man. I can't even work around in here. The ground, there's all kind of debris in the way. It'd be nice to be able to come up here and come into the back of here and pull that shit out. But you got to be careful, man. There's poison ivy and everything in here. So Andrew's gonna go put on a long sleeve shirt. I'm gonna go outside the fence and work over here, because that's where the machine's gonna excel. The machine can't do good in these tight quarters like this. But I got it safe enough where he can walk up in there now. We'll try to figure out where I'm gonna put y'all. I'm gonna put y'all on the battery and everything. So machine seems to be running pretty good. Knock on down metal. Yeah. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna this is the area that I'm gonna be clearing out. Now last year there was a big bee hole right along in here somewhere. So we're gonna, we hope that they're not still here. I sprayed a bunch of stuff on it, but we won't know until we actually get to be moving around over on all this. We want to cut all that down in there too. But this right here to where we can see through here is what is with the goal. So a lot of this stuff I'm just gonna have to move. I'm gonna go in here with the, and you see that pine tree, that old rotten pine tree right there, that thing's fixing to fall. We're gonna get some, I'm gonna get all this cleared up, and then I'm gonna put the grapple bucket back on and move some of this bigger stuff. Now, I might get in here and have to move the bigger stuff anyway. But last year I saw a snake, it was that big around over here. And it wasn't a copperhead or nothing, but it was a big ass snake. I don't know, you know. So yeah. So try to find a good place to put y'all where y'all can kind of see everything. Time lapse coming. Boy, look at Bobby, y'all. Bobby seems to be running really good. Look, I mean, everything's working. It ain't running hot. It ain't steaming. It ain't smoking. And it's working. It's running great, man. And it's pulling and worked hard. It's a little cable I picked up. See, you couldn't really run the brush cutter up in here because of, well, all the stuff on the ground. They're big hunks of wood. There's cables, there's irrigation piping, bricks, block, just, you know. So this is required to get it. I didn't really want to go this deep, but you know, it is what it is. But I was very, very, very impressed with Bobby. Not one problem. So, and I ran it hard, y'all can tell. Bobby ran for at one point 3.5 hours, 3 hours straight. So without me turning it off. So y'all see Bobby, man, you get it, Bobby. Now watch me pull these two trees down right here, y'all. There's these two trees right, not there. I'm breaking limbs off. We're doing it. But there are two little saplings right there behind that stump right there. There's one of them, and that other one. I want to get both of them, and I'm digging. And if I'd had the, you know, the grapple, the stump bucket on there, I would have got them out quicker. Look, I had to pull the whole root out, man. Y'all see Bobby? Get it, boy, get it. So, made a lot of progress today, but there's still a lot that needs doing over here. When I come back, I'm going to dig out a couple more critical stumps. Probably that one right there that y'all see. And then there's one right behind the camera that I'm going to pull out too. Let's go on and push Bobby. I mean, I pushed Bobby pretty hard today. So, yeah, man. So I let the owner use one of my 201T chainsaws to cut some of the stuff. He wanted to cut some stuff, so to cut some of the stuff from the fence line there. So yeah, and he cut about 3 or 4 of them like that, so that helped out some. Okay, y'all, so that's about all I'm gonna do today. Y'all see I got it cleaned out. It's a lot more in depth than what I ever thought it was gonna be. So there's a lot of stuff here that you just couldn't see. I couldn't put the brush cutter in here and just brush cut because there was all kind of stuff in the way here that the brush cutter couldn't overcome. Brick, block, railroad ties. So I'm gonna talk to the owner tonight and just let him. You see all this stuff. The good thing about all the stuff out there on the power line is I just take it across the power line. So they own the property over there too. They just got an easement for the power line. So I don't know if you guys can see that great what all we did, but yeah, we're gonna take out this tree right here too. These two, he wants them gone, but I want to dig it out. I don't want to go. That's the reason why we're having such a hard time maintaining the property, because we're not digging the stumps out, you know, or you know, over time, we and who, you know, everybody that's worked over here, they just cut the trees off at the ground, and that's okay in some spots, but in a spot that you want to maintain, it's not okay. Because you want to be able to put a lawnmower in there or something close to a lawnmower. I mean, I could literally clean this area right here up, grade it just a little bit, get all this stuff out of the way, and I could literally put a lawnmower in here, because there's a few more trees we're going to take out too. There ain't no sense in bringing a machine like this over to a job and not doing it, you know. So of course, you know, you want to make sure that the owner's good with that. I mean, me and him have known each other a long time, and he understands that, well, you got to go through some shit to get to the easy street. Just like everything we've done on this property, and we've done a lot, it's all been like this, where just has not been maintained at all, and things grow up. You know, this is close to the fence. We want to be able to keep that fence clean at all possible. Not perfect, but there's another tree right down there that we're going to take out, and there's a telephone pole, a short telephone pole too. We're going to check on that and see what the power situation is there. I didn't want to get close to that. 2 or 3 trees here between these big ones we're going to take out. Those 3 right there, probably just push them over, but I ain't going to push nothing else over until I get all this stuff that you see pushed to the other side. Pretty good bit of debris. So yeah, but this is, I mean, this is what you want to be able to do if you can, and if it doesn't cost you a fortune, and if you're trying to maintain things. You know, I know a lot of guys are probably going to think, well, damn, Ray, you could have came in there with a forestry mulcher. Yeah, well, I could have, but I don't have one. You know, and this machine's not big enough to run one. So, and I don't cost as much either. So, but this is the type of job that you would want a forestry mulcher on for sure. Like V-Belt and Son, that mulcher thing they got, oh my God, it would come in here and just wreak havoc, you know. But we cut a lot of vines. I pulled a lot of vines out, and that's about all we're gonna do today, man. So I think it looks better. But see, another thing about this kind of work is you have to clean up what the machine makes, because if this machine makes a mess, meaning, you know, the piles and stuff, and this machine, you got to do something with that stuff. You can't just leave that stuff like that. So you got to plan like that, because to a homeowner, moving these piles is an impossible task, right? Or, you know, but for the machine to do it, I can move all this stuff, everything that you guys see, all the way up and down the power line here. I can move all that stuff to the other side in about an hour. Won't be perfect, but it'll be enough to where we can put lawnmowers on this power line. And we usually put lawnmowers where you see grass out there. So that's going to be one thing that we'll do too. I'm gonna leave the brush cutter over here because I don't know. But y'all see that? Y'all see that hydraulic fluid leaking from there? That is on the bucket. I think one of the lines, not busted, but I think it might have came unscrewed or something, because it's coming out from under the plate right here. There's a plate up there, and I'll show y'all when I get home to look at it. There's like a metal plate that goes across the top of the to protect the hydraulic lines. You can't see them, and it's coming out from under there. So it's either going to be, well, nothing hit it. So, I don't know, maybe rub it together or it doesn't come loose on one end. You just never know. But, y'all see a job. There ain't no freaking way I'm going to work for the man, y'all. There ain't no freaking way. I'd have to not be able to freaking walk to go to work for the man. Y'all know. Peace out. Okay, y'all, so got it loaded up. We got a hydraulic leak on this bucket somewhere. It looks like it's coming from, wow, now that I've stopped I can see a little bit better. Oh, look, y'all see, it's coming from, something might have creeped up in there and hit the lines. Yeah, I ain't sure where it's coming from. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? We'll have to get that plate off. It might have done busted the line where it goes up into this cylinder here, up to the cylinder, you know. There ain't no telling. There just ain't no other place for the fluid to come out at. That's gonna be the area of least resistance. Well, okay, it's coming out there for sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to get this plate off. See, this plate right here comes off. So, but I got one more job I'm gonna do with it tomorrow, and then I'll take it off. I'm not gonna do that now. So, but look at here, y'all. Bobby might have. Y'all gotta admit, Bobby might have shined today just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. Just saying. He might have shined. Because Bobby ain't hurting for nothing, man. Bobby's running like a champ. I'm just saying, man. Y'all gotta admit, man. Y'all gotta admit, man, Bobby ran good, didn't he? Y'all know, man, Bobby ran good, didn't he? Hell to the yeah. Y'all know, man. Bobby. Good boy. Well, that's a wrap, man, for today. We got a lot done, but there's a lot of unfinished over here. And I really didn't want to go that deep, but I really didn't have a choice because I couldn't run the brush cutter up in there because of all the shit on the ground. I couldn't even get, I mean, you had to move everything off the ground. It's just like 50 years of just where trees been cut, limbs have fallen, and big hunks of, I mean, y'all saw it. It's a lot, man. So, a little bit deeper than I really was anticipating, but necessary, you know. So, all right, y'all know what it is. It's Sammy time. there. Do y'all see him back there?